Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. Got that song stuck in my head, Style. We never go out of style. We never go out of style. And I got that James Dean daydream look in your eyes. Come on. All right. Foggy morning here. Very foggy. Let's go take a look. Well, I don't really got to go outside to show you, but let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, very foggy. Very, very foggy here in Daytona Beach. Ormond Beach. That's for you, Krager. All right, today, as Larry Mack say, we're going to talk about the Autobahn. While I've been racing out at Volusia, I've had a lot of people stop me and want to talk about my trip to Europe. And they all laugh and want to talk about the Autobahn. Autobahn, B-A-H-N. Like you're in school. The H is silent. Just make it, it should be spelled Autobahn, B-A-W-N, but no, they got to do the B-A-H-N thing. Okay, so we flew to Frankfurt. We flew north so we could get on the Autobahn and experience it and drive south. We rented a Mercedes, what was that, an AMG or something like that, 43, and we did it because we knew we was going to have to run fast. I think it was like $700 and something for basically like 2 or 3 days. It's very expensive. So the Autobahn is 99.9% of people just like everybody else here in America. It is highly exaggerated. When we went over there, I had this theory that you just get on that damn Autobahn and you just go nuts. Well, that's not true. I had to learn it. So rented us a hot rod and got on that Autobahn and realized quickly that it was very regulated. The first thing my dear friend John Scatoni told me was, it's like $5,000 over there to get your license. So it weeds out a lot of riffraff. And when you get your license, besides learning how to drive a car over there in Germany, you're taught what lanes to drive your car in. Now, over here, it's sometimes it's I wanted to say show, but Charlie gonna beep me out. Can't do it here on social media, but I'll get beeped out over on YouTube. But over here in America, the highways are a show because everybody get a license and you get the people that just are mean and they're having a bad day. So they run down the left lane, which is the fast lane. Over here in America, they run down the left lane, 55, 60 mile an hour, look in the mirror. I'm blocking everybody up. I'm having a bad day. And then the road rage ensues. So now over in Germany, you spend, now this is per John Scatoni. John tells me it's like $5,000 to get your license. And when you get your license, it's like, oh no, you don't ever get in the left lane unless you're ready to haul ass. And then the tractor trailers are taught, they run down the right lane. Maybe the middle lane, maybe at times to pass each other. So the first thing I want everybody to know is that that little war that we all have over here, we're not going to let you go because, I just don't feel like it because I'm better than you. I'm going to run in the left lane at 65 mile an hour. So the first thing I noticed is that there's all these little round stoplight looking things. And they do have speed limits over there, 60 kilometers, 80, 120. Like 120 kilometers, I believe, is like, 75, 80 mile an hour, something like that. So you get going and then it's constantly changing speed limits. I mean, your head's got to be on a swivel. And then you come up on these round signs that are just pure white with a line right through the middle. And that means no speed limit. So you'll get the hauling ass. You'll run 125. It's easy in that Mercedes because see, all the other cars are just now somebody said, is there any American cars over there? I said, well, I've seen like one of those Ford station wagons. Those Audi station wagons and those Ford station wagons, they kind of look the same. They're kind of a miniature station wagon. But that's the only American cars I saw over there was the Ford, like mini station wagon. And they go good. They got good power. So anyway, you're running along there and there's no speed limit. And then boom, all of a sudden, like 2 football fields, you got to go down to like, there's a speed limit. Then all of a sudden there's no speed limit. Then you go another 1 football field. I mean, this small. It's like, And then all of a sudden you get way out of town. You probably got to get a good 30 miles out of town. You got to get out, and then you can go. And I can run that Mercedes 125 miles per hour. Nothing, just hauling total asses. And then I'm sitting there running along, and I'm like, John, this is all it's got. And he's fooling around with the dashboard, and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, what'd you do? Well, so those rental cars, they got these rating on these tires. And it's like, oh, you can only go 125 mile an hour with these rain tires or whatever tires and all weather tires. And so he took that limiter off and we got to 158 mile an hour. Now, let me tell you something I learned. Closing rate. I know all about closing rate, but I wasn't ready for this. I'm running 158 mile an hour, and I'm looking about a mile ahead of me, and I start letting off the gas. Well, you close in on somebody that's doing 125, and it's toe and elbows, and I'm all over the brake, and it took my heart away, and I said, okay. I looked at John, I said, John, we done. So, we got to Berlin, we turned around, we came back, a couple days later, and we learned a lot. So the couple things I want to debull for you is the Autobahn is not a free-for-all. It's very regulated. And when you do get in the left lane and you haul ass, it's just to make time. And the other thing is this, all the cars over there can't do that. The only cars I saw running with me was Mercedes, BMW, and those Audis. So, all right. Remember now, if you don't want to go, stay out of the left lane. But I know you'll stay in it just because you had a bad day and you just want to make people pay. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you tonight at Volusia Speedway.